like sleep with them, and then they'll come back to me and tell me they slept with her, and then they would say it was interesting, and I'm like,
yeah, I heard stories about
I was
her.
like, why? And you would think that people, people lie, but when you hear the same word from multiple different people, you're like,
what
oh,
are you doing different?
Right. And
nah.
so her whole thing is with my baby daddy. Like, she thinks, oh,
Time out. You haven't talked to her in years. She tried your baby dad?
no, she was like kicking it, and they were doing stuff in college.
Oh, okay.
But so he didn't start liking me until we all started like getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually her fault. She started like ghosting him and telling him like really like dogging him. And it was really
I can see that coming from her.
Yeah, but then like we would kick it and hang out. We never had sex until like forever later.
Yeah.
And she got upset.
Forever later.
She got upset because it was like me and him formed this like friendship for real. And then, my daughter happened. And now we're cool. But she, like, I guess they reconnected once. And she was like, oh, I would have to be, such and such a stepmom. I'm like, stepmom? That was like, when he told me that, I was like, you really think I'm going to let my child around her? He was like,
you can't control who he ends up talking to.
No, he said she is not allowed around her. Okay. I was like, exactly.
So y'all have an agreement. Yes, I understand that. Yeah.
We have a full understanding that I don't care who you date.
Talk to her?
No. No.
You gonna say one about a toxic one with a female?
There was also the other one. I've had a lot of toxic situations with females that is just like...
The one with me? Kiara.
Oh.
Not that one.
Oh.
Different Kiara. Kiara. You literally was like...
she didn't like me. None of the females
that I
in
dated.
Y'all's lives liked me. And I never understood that.
But Kiara tried her ass off to make sure I didn't come over here. Every time I said I'm going to Tyler house, I'm gonna be home in a minute. Just come down there. I said I'll come over there after I go hang out with Tyler.
What I'm trying to do with Tyler.
That's Tyler, my best friend. I met you because of her. Like it was Javon and her that introduced me to Kiara. That's the only reason I even knew this chick.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The dark skin one.
Yeah.
That she had braces.
Yeah.
And when she got her braces off, she had chubby cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
She was toxic. Toxic as hell. I don't know what Michael did to her, but she became toxic.
She was already like that.
I don't
know. She was actually really sweet.
She was. Every girl that I dated, definitely in high school and college. I don't know. I didn't do nothing like
maybe you're the problem.
Listen.
I used to tell you that you're the problem.
How I was?
Yeah.
Nice and sweet.
First off, I'm not gonna say I was perfect.
Chooses her with you.
I'm saying straight up, real shit. I ain't gonna say that I was perfect. That's because that would be a lie. I became a lot more like the way I've grown to be when I got older. But from like when I was younger, and you know that from when I was younger. Your
phone sitting right there is bothering me.
Yeah, I don't even know why this person's calling me.
I'm not.
But
I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about the fact I don't know what it is. Technology can't be like anywhere near here or up here for females. Are you
probably was Michael?
Back? You said yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to see why his phone acted so stupid.
I told you my phone being retarded. But so every girl that I was dating, especially back then, all the way up until I want to say like right when I got out of college, I treated with the best of my ability the most respect that I could possibly give. Right?
Yeah.
I wasn't out here cheating. I wasn't out here dogging nobody out and nothing like that. And I dealt with so much fucking bullshit that it didn't make no sense. Like, I dealt with so much shit. And I want to say I got tired of it. But every now and again when I did get tired, I just would end up. Do y'all want me to just stop talking?
No, we're listening.
But
I'm just also being nosy.
Oh, but every time
I low key, slick, not toxic, like drama in other people's lives. It's not toxic because I don't invite it into my life.
Okay, do you want me to wait till he's done?
No, you're fine. We can multitask.
I'm trying to fucking remember what the hell I was saying.
See?
Oh, anytime. Don't do that, because Joy cannot multitask like me, and it pisses her off.
So stupid. Obviously.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'll be cool. You even used to say that too, like, dang, Mike, you treating them extremely nice, and I would deal with so much fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, I just got tired, and I would end up breaking up with them. And for whatever reason, after breaking up with them, or after we break up, they become these like horrible people afterwards.
Yeah.
And then people blame, and their next nigga sometimes contact me and be like, hey, what the hell you do to this person?
Obviously the problem.
But I didn't do nothing though.
You always say you didn't do nothing, but you do stuff. So
I mean,
with them, I swear to you, I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes people just turn. They were always that person, but it's crazy because it's like when you're a super genuinely nice person, it just becomes one of those things.
Mm.
You know, like if you've been the nice, super nice person in your relationship,
Mm-hmm.
people realize how like mean and venomous they really are.
Mm.
A
That's
lot
true.
of the time. But I don't know about Michael. He's been off and on toxic.
Mm.
He definitely got better.
Mm.
But you know what? Now that I think about it, there is one toxic thing that a man has done that made me think, like, dang. So my first time, like, spending time with him, he gave me the passcode to his phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and I mean, like, he had two phones. He gave me the,
Mm.
like, password to both phones. And I was
Mm.
like, I don't know you.
Mm.
Why do I need the password to both of your phones?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you got my social too. I was like,
Sir.
that's when I had
That's a way
intrusive
too
thoughts. That's when I had intrusive thoughts. I was like, what's your credit score?
Mm.
Can I have your driver's license too? I was thinking about getting like 2 credit cards in his name. And I sat there and I was like, no,
That's
the devil
hilarious.
is taking over. Let's not.
James, keep going.
Literally had to catch him because I was like, dang.
Yeah, that happened. Like Alexis, the only reason why I stopped talking to her was because she damn near tried to get her stepdad thrown in jail. Like, she was egging him on to hit her, and he was like, "Yo, you need to chill out." Like, I was on the phone, I'm like, "Alexis, go."
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I'm like, "You doing too much. Go upstairs." I'm on the phone, like, "Why are you doing that?" I had to stop talking to her because I'm like, if I make you mad the wrong day, I'll be in that situation. And she's like, "I don't understand why you stopped talking to me."
I mean,
Bitch, do you not realize what you was doing? Like, nah.
there's a toxic female in our lives right now that I actually want to throw hands with, but there is a special reason why I cannot.
What are you talking about?
Joy knows.
Mm-hmm. I've been one of
Yep.
Let you know. Mm-mm.
Who y'all
I'll
talking?
beat their ass too.
Yeah,
1000%.
who are y'all
She's
talking?
gotta
Never
catch
mind.
these
Y'all can
problems.
tell me off camera. But
maybe it'll get better after February, January.
But
Somewhere in there.
Cause you gotta go to the post part.
Yeah, but I just hope she hits like the sadness like I did.
Mm.
Yeah, because she hits some.
but I mean with
It's already bad enough, you know.
with Marty,
our friend was
I understand with Marty because my mom talked me out of that relationship.
Mm.
So
I
her,
dated a guy named Marty.
so what her actual name was, I don't want to say it because it's very.
Because Mike was like dropping everybody's name
drop.
But with her, my mom talked me out of that. My mom talked me out of that relationship.
Your mom's talked you out of a lot of relationships.
Not enough of them.
Right.
She has. And you know, it's funny. The two main ones that I always go back to, I'm like, you know, I was in some. They was solid. Both of them two was solid.
Yeah, but they had issues.
No, not those two. They didn't have no real issues. Not the two that I'm thinking of. Nah, even now, when as they've grown up, both of them. One just got married.
Not gonna lie to you, so I say this, and
that doesn't mean that she's not toxic.
I'm glad.
It definitely was because
Marty.
Excuse me.
Nah, Marty wasn't toxic.
Who got married?
Marty. She got married. She got married last year.
Oh, good for her.
Or sometime that she wanted to.
But you got. So I always say that you get certain great byproducts out of terrible situations. You got two.
Yeah.
Great byproducts out of two.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I did what I told Santo not to do, which is which I'm like, I was pivoting so far away from my mom, not even realizing it. Like, I was trying to look for people the exact opposite instead of looking at, there are some qualities about her, about my mom, that I can look at and be like, those are redeeming, whether it's relationship wise, motherly, grandmotherly, whatever. It's some redeeming qualities. And I've been saying that before me and her started back. Well, we not really talking, but before I saw her again, because you gotta look, because like it's still two. Yeah, it's still two people involved in whatever situation, and it's like, is somebody completely bad? Nah, most of the time, nah. So I can look at, like, even your situation with old boy. He's an incredibly toxic person. You should not be with this nigga. He is terrible for you. But that particular romancing quality is a positive in that darkness. So if you was to get with another dude, you immediately it'll be a red flag for you, because you'll be like, damn, it'll drive you back to that. But when you look at the person in its entirety,
I believe that the Almighty will send me the exact thing that I need in my life.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree, but also, like, with I think that's just how it goes. Even with her, like, I think you can look for good in everybody and somewhere. And yeah, we almost done, sweetheart. And
it's the fact you went over there.
And with two of them that my mom did talk me out of, I can say with ease, like, those two were good situations for me.
Were they?
Yeah, both of them was. I can say that. I can say that confidently. They neither one of them were like toxic. I mean, they were.
But this is the thing.
We also were fucking kids. Like,
not just that. It was so short lived that you really can't say.
I mean, me and Marty was a year. But me and Treasure, we was together for about like 6-7 months, something like that.
That name keeps coming back.
So like, both of those situations were incredibly healthy.
One of those.
After that, I was swinging like a motherfucker.
One of them was more of an infatuation.
Who? You mean like the ones I started dating after that?
No. One of those two was an infatuation, a hard infatuation. We all have that one that is an infatuation for sure, that we feel like is love, but it's actually really not.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't disagree with that had I not seen her years later and still felt the same.
Infatuation does that to you.
I think infatuation can die. Love can't.
It's damn sure better.
I don't feel that way now.
I'm gonna throw something at you.
I don't feel that way now. I'm talking about just in general. I'm saying when me and her started back talking, I felt those feelings again, and that was the end of it. I'm straight. I mean, like, even with her, when me and her first really had a real conversation in high school, I said to myself, I said it to Javon. I said, that girl gonna fuck me up. That's exactly what I said to him. and fucking 10 years later got married and shit. So I mean,
how long y'all been married?
Yeah, when did we get married? Yeah, 3 years. 3 years. We got married in 2021, so yeah, 3 years. Damn. We both had to think about it. Look, we getting there. Hey, high five. What? It's the truth. When you start forgetting, like, when the year you got married, that means you.
I just want to remember the day I got married.
Oh, 7-11.
I'm not married.
7-11.
The day she got married.
I know, I'm just saying, I was responding.
I feel like, my marriage is going to be somewhere in the fall. I feel October.
Fall weddings are so cute.
I know. And I want to have it outside with the leaves actually orange and stuff.
Yeah.
So pretty.
I'm picturing that. That should be fine.
Awesome.
I know.
That should be fine.
Catch that one good breeze where all the leaves like.
You got to tell you, hey, you better be flicking when those leaves.
Where's your juice?
But yeah, I like toxic women. I've dealt with a lot of them. Toxic men, I can say I've dealt with. I've dealt with a lot
of them.
But yeah, but I ain't. But
no offense, but one of them was your friend.
Two of them.
Two of them.
3 of them was my best friend.
Yeah.
4, not 4. You're right.
I can
4.
name one of your friends
Chris,
not toxic, please.
Javon, Santa.
Please name one that's not toxic.
No. Anthony.
Towards me?
Period.
Anthony was toxic.
Not towards me.
Santo, definitely toxic.
So I'm talking
JD,
about when I look at toxicity, it's about being something toxic towards me. I don't look at Anthony as toxic.
My brother is not technically toxic.
I don't think he's
on you.
Oh yeah.
Not completing not one thing with you, not communicating with you. Don't feel like no toxicity.
I think there's a difference.
None.
I don't
see. This why your relationships was the way it was.
Okay.
It's more like irresponsibility.
That's what I was finna say.
But irresponsibility becomes toxic behavior. He was irresponsible with her money.
Oof.
Toxic.
But he also was stealing it.
That was irresponsible.
Stealing isn't.
Stealing is irresponsible. It's not a responsible behavior.
Okay, sure. But anything that's bad can be irresponsible.
No, not necessarily.
Is flaking irresponsible?
Depends. Why are you flaking? Is it because you have priorities that are deeper than what we're doing, like medical things?
Well, I won't know some of that until later. But
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
It's different because his is always.
I understand that. Go ahead.
Why do some men act like females?
In what sense?
I've asked. Thank you. I've asked the same question. You gotta be more specific.
So currently, I am dealing with a headache of a person.
Okay.
Who makes it his mission to text or call to let me know the things I'm not doing for him. And then proceeds to tell me, the last message he sent me was, I gave you 5 simple requirements and your ass couldn't do them. And I was like,
that was the last message? Yeah. Okay, so do you want
and I sat there and I told him,
this is what I've been doing. Do you want the toxic response from me, or do you want the responsible, civil, good response?
I don't care.
Okay, responsible, civil, good response is, I would ask a question like, what type of relationship do you and him have where he feels the need that he can ask those type of questions? Are y'all together?
Met.
Oh,
I was trying to get to know him, but his crazy bomb came out.
I was just going to say, then in that regard, he owns some shit. Yeah, he's on some shit. And I would leave that situation alone. The toxic side of me now. This is my favorite part when I can react like this.
Yeah.
Fuck this nigga. Like, he can't talk to you like that. At all.
Well,
who the fuck you think you was?
So that's not the toxic.
And it's early. I'm saying that's early. Like you said, it's early on. Y'all just started talking. Y'all trying to get to know each other. So in that regard, I would say he can't. Whatever is in him that makes him think he can respond that way, he got fucking issues, right? So like, this is the best way I can say the reason why a lot of guys act like females. A lot of guys were raised by single mothers. I'm not putting it all on them,
because it's the dad's fault.
It's both parents' fault.
It's the dad's fault.
It's both parents' fault.
Because why you wasn't there for your child?
It's both parents' fault.
Nope, don't.
Because why you didn't pick a better man?
What?
It's
because
both
a lot of times you don't know they ain't shit ass parents.
Just like you don't always know that they ain't shit parents on the women. I'm saying it.
Michael,
I'm saying.
I finish what I was saying.
I'm trying to get to the. I'm trying to let me say
the
crux of what I'm saying. I'm not putting it all on the mothers. She really put the basket. But I'm not putting it all on the mothers. What I'm saying is this. When you're basically, that's what you come home to, and that's what you go to school to, because now most guys have been having to deal with.
I'm so stupid. I sat here and was like, transform into.
but like, I'm saying 70 to 80% of the school teachers are women, so most of your interactions are that. From like,
which is also a men problem.
I'm saying it's both.
Why ain't more teachers of y'all?
I don't disagree, but I'm not disagreeing with you.
Stop bagging on women.
I'm not. I said it's both. I just
want to finish my question.
I'm just trying to end it.
But she want to finish her question. You just start talking.
She said, "Why they acting like bitches?" Basically. Okay. So I'm saying when it's like it's the same.
You have to choose violence. Okay.
It's the same. It's the same thing when you meet a girl who only grew up with her dad. She has a lot more brutish qualities because that's what she was around constantly. So you can say why wasn't the mom there? But that's not what I'm going to. I'm saying when you are experiencing something more often than not, you tend to emulate that. So a lot of guys don't know how to react And so the thing I keep telling people is that men, we are different than women fundamentally, no matter how badly people want to say that we're the same. Because at the end of the day, we respond most of the time physically with violence or with complete and utter arrogance. Most of the time, y'all responding with actual emotion. Our emotion that we internalize comes out in those forms. So when you're telling a man, hey, let's get in tune with your feelings, we need outlets that's different than women, right? So the reason why I'm saying that is because if his whole experience has been, this is what I've seen how women react to certain things, that's how he's gonna respond. Instead of coming to you like a civilized gentleman, like what a man would teach him and what I be trying to tell Michael. If you don't like something, be calm when you, the best of your ability. Because I'm not always perfect in that, but I was raised by a single mom too. Rod came along. So I still react emotionally, but I have to check myself.
But here's the thing. It's not that. It's the fact of you cut me off every day. When you want something from me, or when you want something real, come hit me up. But then literally I don't text you back because that's the last thing you say to me. All of a sudden you're texting, you didn't want me for real. So that's a female. That's thing.
That's a bitch thing.
And
so
I'm sitting
that's
here
what, so it's not just. I won't say just a female. I say that's a bitch
thing.
Because a woman.
Because don't get me wrong, I love a man who's in touch with his emotions 100%. But you got to be able to communicate. Time out. I was just
going to say there's a difference between.
Yeah.
I will
there's
say.
A difference
I will say
between
this.
Somebody telling me, "Hey, you're hurt. You hurt my feelings because you don't spend enough time with me." That's
there's a difference
me
between
responding with, you know what, you're absolutely right, and I apologize. Let's plan to make time for each other.
But see the thing about it
when you respond to me in, you don't want me for real, I gave you
Stop projecting.
Stop projecting.
Yeah. So that's a.
You don't know what type of week I've had. I wanted to quit every day this week.
That's an extremely emotional response, and the best thing I can say to that is that nigga got problems, but also he's obviously projecting whatever the fuck he been going through with girls before he got with you, because there are a lot more women who are acting more a lot like men, and there's a lot more dudes acting like a lot more women. So you got the case of, we want emotionally intelligent men. Well, you're getting that, but also the what you should have been asking for, because what it was, this is just what I think. I like her dad, for instance. I think he's both emotionally intelligent and emotionally mature. Her mom is emotionally intelligent, not emotionally mature.
Thanks.
You see what I'm saying? Like Like so in that regard, I think that's what people forgot, and people insinuated emotional intelligence with maturity, which is two different things. You can be aware of how you're feeling, but not know how to channel it into something positive,
Right.
or know how to express yourself in a clean cut way. I'm not perfect. Nobody's gonna be perfect all the time, but I'm not perfect all the time. So what a lot of women perceive as, oh, he don't know how to communicate. Well, you probably just not listening for if you're honest. If you're honest, because maybe because it's certain times when me and her talk, hey, just talk to me, and we'll talk, and I'll say something that she don't like, and I'll continue going, and she'll just be like, I don't want to talk about this. That's not an emotionally mature response. That's a definite, I've reached my point, I just don't want to do this no more.
The funny thing is, it's one of those, I can tell now that I've grown emotionally, because you know me, I used to just, but now I can sit there and pick up on when somebody's trying